Like millions of people the world over, type 1 diabetes was a death sentence for thousands of Canadians before 1921. Before the discovery of insulin, there was no treatment for type 1 diabetes other than very strict control of diet, which essentially meant starvation for Canadians. Before 1921, scientists struggled to find the source of diabetes. By the end of the 19th century, most knew it involved the pancreas. But in the early hours of October 31st, 1920, Dr. Frederick Banting in London, Ontario, woke up with a flash of insight for a novel experiment to isolate the elusive pancreatic extract. A Canadian surgeon who served in World War I, Banting also envisioned a method to test the extract, which would ultimately lead to the discovery of insulin. Emboldened, Banting presented his idea to the University of Toronto's head of physiology, Dr. J.J.R. MacLeod, who offered him a small lab, the assistance of Charles Best, a $100 budget, and some experimental dogs. Starting their work in May 1921, by August, Banting and Best had encouraging results working with dogs as test subjects. In December 1921, Dr. J.B. Collip joined Banting and Best to help purify the extract, this work leading to the first human trial. In January 1922, 14-year-old Leonard Thompson would be the first successful recipient of the extract, soon to be called insulin, which dramatically brought his diabetes under control. The next major challenge was how to produce insulin on a larger scale so it could be further purified and tested. Fortunately, these and other challenges were tackled in a unique U of T lab, Connaught Laboratories. The University of Toronto's Connaught Laboratories, based downstairs from Banting and Best's lab in the medical building, would contribute the next vital steps in the insulin story. Founded in 1914 to prepare antitoxins and vaccines as a public service, research done at Connaught Labs would literally change the world over the next decades. Starting in January 1922, scientists at Connaught worked closely with Banting, Best, Collip, and MacLeod to develop methods to prepare more purified insulin on a larger scale so it could be tested with more diabetics. With many more successful tests in the coming months, it became clear that insulin literally resurrected the dead. The road from diabetes to insulin led directly through Connaught Labs, and from here, Canadians changed the world. Working with American and European scientists and pharmaceutical companies, U of T established an insulin committee that would oversee the patent for insulin for the next 60 years, ensuring that Canadians and diabetics worldwide would always have fair access to the drug at a reasonable cost. And dozens of new discoveries would follow in the years to come. The doctors received many honors and much recognition for their discoveries, yet none was more significant than to be acknowledged with the Nobel Prize in 1923, marking the discovery of insulin as one of Canada's most important defining moments. But that's not where the story ends. Do you want to know more? There are thousands of insulin stories across Canada that need to be told, and we want you to help us find the stories of insulin in your community. Become a part of a national digital commemoration marking the Centennial of the discovery of insulin. Register at definingmomentscanada.ca today.